Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. In this video today, I want to share some fundamental questions that we as human beings face. And the most important question, one of the most important fundamental question is, does God exist? There are people, billions of people in this earth, and many people, they simply believe because their parents believe. They believe because their society believes in something. And that is why most of the people in this world, they actually believe in a God or multiple gods. But why does it have to be in that way? Because certainly there has to be a rational approach towards this question. Many people even think that there is nothing rational about the existence of God. Some people think that it is just, you're just gonna believe, you're just gonna follow a religion because people around you do it. But if you think in that way, in that situation, what will happen is that what we can see right now. We can see that many of this generation, they're losing their faith. They don't really follow their religion. The reason is they think their religion does not make sense. And the main reason is they don't even know how to prove to them own selves that God exists. So why is that so? The reason is, in the beginning, when we are kids, we're not really told how to prove to ourselves that God exists. We're just told that you should do this, you should do that ritual, that and this and that. You know, everyone is celebrating this, so you should do that too. But why we should do that? And how, why is that so important in our life? We are never told. And when we grow up, we get influenced to many ideas. Ideas such as people will throw down questions like, we are in a generation of science, and science is so much in this generation, so therefore we don't need God. And this is how we are these days. And many questions, many statements such as, with time, anything can be possible. We probably came to this earth by chance. Everything happened randomly. So if everything happened randomly, therefore there is no necessity of God. And if there is no necessity of God, then there is no point of a religion. And many people actually believe that. And it makes sense to them a lot. Even when I was studying in university, when I was doing my undergrad in biology, my professors even taught that in class. And they used to teach that everything happened randomly. And they try to prove it to the students. And the students actually, in the end of the classes, they believe that. And this is the reality. And when that happens, you don't really have faith anymore. So, I'm going to talk about that actually in multiple series. And today, I want to talk briefly about chance, briefly about randomness. So basically, many people believe that everything happened randomly. If you think about the Big Bang, where the universe was basically in the size of a marble, and then it basically imploded, and the universe started expanding, and then stars, galaxies, everything happened. So people are saying, the scientists are saying that it happened randomly. And then what happened is, after that being happening randomly, laws of physics, laws of chemistry, laws of everything that you can see, gravity, everything got in place. Everything became orderly. You are not going to see gravity changing. You're not going to see laws of conservation of mass and the other laws of physics, they're changing. You're not going to see that. So they're saying that from randomness, that came. Order came from randomness. And then what happened is, out of billions upon billions of planets that you can see or you can't even see, out of all those that you have found, all those planets, only one planet suddenly, just randomly started having life. And the first life also happened randomly in their eyes. And that life form, it started to replicate also randomly. And then it started to grow. And there are many other life forms started to come. And they're saying that the catchphrase that they will use is billions of years. That it took billions of years, and because of that much time, anything can be possible. And you're gonna see them showing you arguments such as the infinite monkey theorem, which is that if you put a monkey in front of a typewriter and it puts basically types random letters, you're gonna see that monkey writing down any text in this universe, any kind of text in this universe. You're gonna see it writing even Hamlet of Shakespeare. Anything, basically any text. So it is possible if you give it enough time. How much time? It might take actually about thousands of more times, 1,000 times more, or million times more than the age of the universe, which is 13.8 billion years. The main thing is, a lot of time did not really pass. And this doesn't really happen. This situation that people are talking about, this doesn't happen. It is like, for example, I have a cup in my hand and there is some water in it. And after I drink it and the cup is empty, now if I say that, will it make sense to you that billions of years later this cup will be filled with cake? Will you believe that? Nobody will believe that. Literally nobody will believe that. It will not make sense to anybody. Suppose I say to you that, suppose there is a tree, and then what happened is a tornado came and it struck the tree, and because of the tornado struck the tree, it was cut, it was fashioned in such a way that it turned into a boat. And there you go. You see that boat on the river? That is actually, it was made by the tornado. Would you believe that? You will not. Every single thing that you see, even the smallest and the simplest of the thing, you will never believe that happened randomly. You always believe, it doesn't make sense to you if someone says it just happened by itself. But for some reason, what happens to us is that when we are bombarded with informations that the universe, it happened randomly, life form came randomly, it makes sense to us. Although that boat being made because of a tornado, it makes more sense than life happening on Earth. Why? The reason is, do not think life is very simple, and do not even think that the planet is very simple. Why? The reason is, you have this planet, and you have in this planet a magnetic field. In this Earth, if the magnetic field was not there, then the solar radiation will make it impossible for life to exist on Earth. You have the atmosphere on this Earth that is actually protecting you from radiation from space. And you are thinking that happened randomly? You are thinking that the Earth being in a Goldilocks zone, which is the temperature, pressure, every single thing is perfect for life, that happened randomly, but no other planet has that. No scientist figured that out yet. Nobody. It doesn't happen. But you are thinking that all those things, you just got lucky. It doesn't happen like that. Why? The reason is, You might be saying that is so many billions of years past. It can't be possible, but that 13.8 billion years is not enough for all those things that I'm talking about happening randomly. For example, suppose I say that I'm gonna mix up some flour and some sugar, and then I'm gonna mix it up with water and put it in the pan with oil. There's a chance I can get pancake. High chance. Why? Because I'm doing it myself and I'm an intelligent being. But if I say that, oh, there's a pot full of flour, there's oil, there's water, there's sugar, and billions of years later it should become pancake, it will never become pancake. Why? Because nobody's guiding it. Without guiding it, it's not gonna happen. And the reason all those chance event, all those happen perfectly, that even life happened on earth, which we're gonna talk about later, about how unlikely life happening on earth by chance, that it doesn't really make sense, that all those things happen randomly. You certainly do not have enough time on earth or in the universe. You do not have that much time. So saying that something happened by chance is just absurd. When you say chance, it is like, for example, suppose you say that I flip a coin. What is the chance of having a head or tail? You are saying the chance. Have you noticed that you actually flipped the coin? So who initiated something that caused the universe having some chance or probability to exist? Because you have to understand, before the Big Bang, you are saying that before the Big Bang happened, the universe was like a marble shape, like nothing basically. It was like a point. Who was it, or what was it that caused the universe to be in this form? And why the universe have to be in that form? Why? Why does it have to implode all of a sudden? This all happened because of something. And this cause, that the initial cause that started every single thing, the cause that doesn't have anything behind it, meaning something that always existed, something that is powerful, that is what we call God. Because if you say, for example, some people like to question in this way that, okay, if everything is created by God, like you were saying, nothing happened randomly. Rather, every single thing happened because God wanted that to happen. Then who created God? You see, if you question like that, it goes into an infinite regress, meaning it goes into a cycle that, okay, God created universe, then someone created God. Then if someone creates God, that is not God. And then it is gonna just become like a cycle. So therefore, someone that caused every single thing to happen, that has to exist in the beginning. That cannot have a beginning. God cannot have a beginning. God has to begin everything. So that's the thing.